ஆஃப் பண்ணிட்டேன். இப்படி ஆஃப் பண்ணிட்டேன். Sitaram, happy independence to all of you, and thank you for Anna, Manni, Radhika ji and Gayatri ji, and to all elders here and my sisters and brothers. So first we are going to see about few freedom fighters. Mahatma Gandhi is the first one. Thank you everyone.
I am Mahatma Gandhi from Gujarat. Today I demand complete independence. I am not going to be satisfied with anything short of it. We shall not resort to violence, but we shall not submit to the British rule. Ours is not a power for. Ours is not a power for. Ours is not a drive for power, but purely a non-violent fight for India's independence. Do or die. We shall either free India or die in the attempt. We shall not live to see the completion of our slavery. Thank you.
Second freedom fighter is Megha Rani Lakshmi Bhai.
Sitaram, I am the Queen of Jhansi, Rani Lakshmi Bhai. I am from Uttar Pradesh. I was not just a ruler, but a daughter of India who rose against injustice. I was born in Varanasi in 1828 with the spirit of warrior and was named Manikarnika Tambe. From my childhood, my father, Moropans Tambe, had trained me in horse riding, sword fighting and archery. I was married to Maharaj Gangadhar, the Rao of Jhansi, and became Rani Lakshmi Bhai. We had a son who died in infancy. After the death of my husband, the British refused to recognize our adopted son as the heir. Then the British tried to annex my kingdom under the doctrine of lapse and expected me to surrender. But I declared, Meri Jhansi nahi doongi. I formed an army, including the women warriors, to defend Jhansi. I wore the warrior's dress, tied my son on my back, and rode into the battlefield with my sword in my hand and fire in my heart. I fought not just for my kingdom, but for my people, for every Indian who is suffering under British rule. They called me a rebel, but I was fighting for dignity, freedom, and justice. I joined the Great Revolt of 1857, India's first war of independence, with bravery and honor. I died in the battlefield, fighting like a true soldier in 1858. I died even in my death. I remained immortal in the hearts of Indians. Today, I live on, not just in stories and statues, but in the hearts of girls who is brave, in every woman who suffers to give up, in every citizen who stands up for their rights. I may have died young, but I left behind a big message that will never die. Better to live one day as a lioness than 100 years a sheep. Har Har Mahadev!
It was very nice. It was very nice. We can feel Rani Lakshmi Bhai here itself. In the process, next one is Veer Savarkar, represented by Pranav. Thank you.
Sitaram. I am Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, but you can call me Veer Savarkar. I was born in the year 1883, and from my childhood, I burned with the fire of freedom. I could not tolerate the chains the British have placed upon our beloved Bharat. I took an oath to dedicate my life to the complete India's freedom. The dark cells of Kalapani on Andaman Islands could imprison my body, but could never imprison my spirit. I believed in revolution, in courage, in self-respect. I wrote, I fought, I inspired. I wanted every Indian to rise above fear, to reject slavery, and to reclaim the glory of our ancient civilization. To me, Hindutva was not just a religion. It was our nation's identity, our culture, our strength. So I say to you today, India's freedom was not a gift. It was earned by blood, sacrifice, and struggle. Now it is your duty to protect it and make Bharat Mata proud. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.
Very good job, Pranav. Now let us welcome Subramanya Bharathi as Srijay. Srijay as Subramanya Bharathi.
அச்சமில்லை அச்சமில்லை அச்சம் என்பதில்லையே உச்சி மீறி வானிருந்து வீறுகின்ற போதிலும் அச்சமில்லை அச்சமில்லை அச்சம் என்பதில்லையே துச்சமாக எண்ணி நம்மை தூறு செய்த போதிலும் அச்சமில்லை அச்சமில்லை அச்சம் என்பதில்லையே இச்சை கொண்ட போரெல்லாம் மறந்து விட்ட போதிலும் அச்சமில்லை அச்சமில்லை அச்சம் என்பதில்லையே. I am Subramanya Bharathi from Tamil Nadu. I dream of an India where every man and woman is free, not just from foreign rule, but from social injustice and inequality. I wrote songs and poems to awaken the spirit of patriotism in every heart. Vande Mataram is just words. It is a call to raise, to fight, and to unite. I believe in the power of youth, in the power of knowledge, and in the power of courage. Let us break the chain of caste and superstition and build a nation on equality and justice. My message is simple. Raise my countrymen. The freedom should not misuse. Let us forward with bravery and love. Jai Hind. Vande Mataram.
Very nicely conveyed the message of Subramanya Bharathiyar. Now let us welcome on the stage Sobhit as Subash Chandra Bose.
Next is Velu Nachiyar. Sitarama. I am Subash Chandra Bose, a proud son of Mother India. I was born on 23rd January 1897 in Cuttack. From a young age, I knew that serving my country was my only goal. I could not see my people suffer under British rule. I believe that freedom is the birthright of everyone, and it should be won with courage and sacrifice. This is why I said, give me blood and I shall give you freedom. I formed the Indian National Army, the Azad Hindu Fauj, to fight the British with strength, unity and pride. I do not believe that begging for independence. I believed in fighting for it. Even if I am no longer alive, my dreams lives on in you. India must be free, and her people must be strong and united. Jai Hind.
Wow, it was really good and clear. The next one is Rani Velu Nachiyar by Meenakshi.
வீரவேல் வெற்றிவேல் வீரவேல் வெற்றிவேல் Sitaram. I am Rani Velu Nachiyar, also called as Veeramangai. I was born in Shivaganga district, Tamil Nadu. In my young age, I learned many languages like Tamil, English, Urdu, Hindi and French. I was the first queen to wage war against the British East India Company. I was trained in warfare including martial arts and weaponry. Sitaram, Nandri, thank you, Shukriya, Mercy, Dhanyavad.
Wow, it was so cute to hear, and we can feel that rage in her. The next one on the stage is going to come Avinash as Bhagat Singh.
Sitaram. I was born in Punjab. Sitaram. I am Bhagat Singh. I was born in Punjab on 20th September 1907. From my childhood, I loved my country, India. I saw how the British were treating our people badly. I decided to fight for freedom. I joined the freedom movement and worked with other revolutions. Some people call me a terrorist, but I was not. I was a patriot. I believe that they can kill me, but they cannot kill my ideas. I gave my life for my country with a smile because I knew it. One day India will be free from British. Today on Independence Day, I am happy to see that dream came true. My message to you is love your country, respect your country and always be brave. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Vande Mataram.
Okay, the next person is going to come is Ola Halan as Sangolli Rayanna.
I am Sangolli Rayanna, a warrior devoted to the cause of freedom. When my queen, Kittur Rani Chennamma, faced British, I stood by her side, sword in my hand, ready to fight till last my breath. The Britishers tried to break our spirit and capture our land, but we refused to bow. We fought fiercely for our motherland's independence and honor. My message to every Indian is true freedom is won by sacrifice, unity and courage. No empire can hold a nation that fights with soul and heart. Even though I was captured and martyred, my spirit lives in every Indian who loves his land and his people. Jai Karnataka, Jai Hind.
Now let us welcome Sanjay as Thiruppur Kumaran.
Sitaram, my name is Kodikatha Kumaran. I am also known as Thiruppur Kumaran. I was born on October 4, 1904 in Chennai Malai, Madurai district, Tamil Nadu. My family was engaged in handloom weaving. They faced many financial problems, hence I had to leave school after 5th standard and join the family business. I got married at the age of 19 as was customary in my family. I worked at a local spinning mill to help support my family. I wanted to get into India's independence movements and was inspired by Gandhiji. Despite constant warning from my family, I became a young leader and formed the Deshabandhu Youth Association. This mainly consisted of young volunteers from Tamil Nadu and close regions. I was instrumental in organizing anti-British demonstrations, and I also led many protests such as the Congo March in 1932. I also led protests against colonial policies such as the salt tax during the salt satyagraha. Let us now look at the martyrdom and epitaphs of myself. One time in 1932, after Gandhi was imprisoned for leading a protest in Bombay, I erupted widespread protests across India. Another time on 11th of October 1932, the Deshabandhu Youth Association under me and my team joined the protest in Thiruppur. We protested by holding the Indian national flag. The British police got angry and ordered a brutal lathi charge. Though I got beaten severely, I refused to flee, even though I was mortally injured. When I was found again, I was clutching the Indian national flag as I succumbed to my wounds. This gave me the name Kodikatha Kumaran, the Kumaran who protected and saved the Indian flag. We can all remember that I am just only one of all the people who sacrificed their lives for India. Jai Hind, Sitaram.
Now let us call another freedom fighter. Thus it as Alluri Sitaram Raju.
స్వరాజ్యం ఒకరిస్తే పుచ్చుకునే పిచ్చంకారు పోరాడి గెలుచుకునే హక్కు. I am Alluri Sitarama, a son of fathers and the people of the hills. For years, our tribes have suffered under cruel British laws that destroy our land and way of life. They took our fathers' freedom and our dignity. I cannot stand by and watch my people be enslaved. I call upon every tribal brother and sister to rise to fight for our birthright. Our weapons may be simple, but our hearts are strong. We fight not just for ourselves, for the dignity of all India. Let the world know that the sons of the fathers will never bow to injustice. Together, united with courage and truth, we shall drive out the oppressors. Jai Hind, Jai Tribal India.
Now we are going to see another freedom fighter. Ramcharan as Chidambaram Pillai.
Sitaram, I am V.O. Chidambaram Pillai and I am a very important freedom fighter from Tamil Nadu. I was born on 5th September 1872 at the in Ottayapidaram, Tuticorin district, Tamil Nadu. Ottayapidaram is very near to Ettayapuram, which is the birthplace of Sri Subramanya Bharathiyar. Hence, both me and Bharathiyar became very good friends later. My parents are Ulaganathan Pillai and Paramai Ammal. In my childhood, I learned horse riding, Silambatam, archery, sport fighting, swimming, wrestling and chess. I am a lawyer, a businessman, a politician and a Tamil scholar. I was once one of the members of the Indian National Congress. I was popularly known as Kappalotiya Tamilan. This was because I launched the first shipping company of India. It is called Swadeshi Steam Navigation Company in the year 1906. I wanted to compete against the monopoly of the British Indian Steam Navigation Company. So I launched the first indigenous shipping service from between Tuticorin and Colombo in Sri Lanka. Later, I got sentenced to life imprisonment by British. I died at the year 1936 at the age of 64. I am also known as Secretary Semmal. The Tuticorin Port Trust is named after me to honor my sacrifice for the Indian freedom movement. Thank you. Jai Hind. Vande Mataram.
Now let us call another freedom fighter who was from West but worked for India. Her name is Sister Niveditha by Medini.
I was not born in India, but India is where my soul awakened. I am Niveditha, the name lovingly given to me by Swami Vivekananda, meaning the dedicated one. From that moment, I was no longer mine. I belonged to Mother India. I came from West, but I left all behind. I knew to serve the land of the sages, freedom fighters, and saints. I saw the pain of colonial rule and the strength of Indian hearts. I became one with your dreams, your struggles, and fight for freedom. I believed that education is the first step to national strength and especially for women. I may not have been Indian by birth, but I was and always will be Indian by heart. Let India raise, let her children raise, let us all raise together. Jai Hind.
Sitaram, we all know what day is today. Tomorrow is Krishna Janmashtami, which is a daily big festival for Hindus. We celebrate it all around the world. Whoever is there, we offer a lot of things to Krishna. Today is something more special than that. Today is a festival of the nation where all of the people unite. Today we celebrate the freedom which we got. And let's not forget, this freedom wasn't just earned in one single day. It was earned, blood spilled in the battlefield, sweat which was shed in the silent resistance, and tears shed in silent sacrifices of the loved ones who went to the war. We just didn't get freedom from the British rulers or foreign invaders. We got the freedom from our own mind. We broke the complex of inferiority and shattered the slavery mindset which we had was enforced by the Britishers. We rewrote the identity which British gave us as slaves, and we created a name for ourselves. But as the decades passed, do we realize what freedom is? For us, from the freedom, those days were the desires which were led by the heart to perform for the people, to act for the people, and to live for ourselves. But it evolved from being that to freedom which the world creates. Peer pressure masked as modernity crept in. We may not be caught by the foreign rulers, but the modern inventions, which are a sweet coated honey, a poison coated honey coated in poison. We seldom talk, but rarely listen to people. We scold relentlessly, but do we get the idea of or the information which the things give us? We
We run towards the likes and desires of us, but we forget what love is. As the mime unfolds here by our students, we just give a gentle suggestion how the world outside is and the world within, the Sita Lakshmi, like the Gurukulam is going on. Sitaram.
At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, Chandra will awake to rise freedom.
create or inherit. It's something we awaken to. And it's born the moment we stop living for the world's applause and listen to the quiet truth within us. What do you want to do? What's the purpose of your life? And when you live, and that's when you live and not just exist. Sitarama.
சத்தம் எப்படி பாருங்களேன் மீனுக்கு தெளிவாக இருக்குல்ல நன்றாச்சு
சீதாராம் இந்த இன்னைக்கு உள்ள இந்த சாஸ்திரா கட்சா அது
ஆஃப்டர் பிரேக்ஃபாஸ்ட் 9 மணி to 10 மணி வெச்சிக்கலாமா டீச்சர்ஸ் நான் டீச்சர் பேசிக்கிறேன்
ஓ வியாக்கரணம்